Alright, so this is the camera here. Came with the hole saw. I was able to drill in this plastic here. I don't have this pushed in all the way yet because I just want to test everything out yet. I got those wires running back in there. I drilled another hole here to put the tape here. Save myself from cutting on the birds. So this comes over here. Now this camera is a default front facing, so to make it a rear facing camera you just cut this blue looped wire here. So we've got the power cable and the RCA cable. You'll note that also coming off of the RCA cable is this other red wire, and this is basically a trigger wire. So I have to splice that and run some extra wire here, and I'll show you that later. So got that running up through here. I'll take all this trim off, run through here, down through this this guy here, coming here. So I've got everything running over here. Pull all this trim back. I've got that trigger wire and the black and red power wires running back through here and coming through here, and then I have those tied into the reverse light. So this way the red and black power wires are going to give the camera power when the car goes in the reverse, and then the trigger wire is going to run with the RCA cable to the head unit. And that RCA cable is coming down through here, and then I'm going to just stuff it under the trim running up to the front. So the RCA cable that came with the camera wasn't long enough, so I had to get this RCA coupler. Surprised they still make it. Had an extra RCA cable laying around, and then here is that other end of that trigger wire that ran with the RCA cable. So I've got that spliced onto here. So both of these running to the back of the head unit, and I just don't have everything hooked up yet here. So RCA cable goes into the camera in, and then this is the trigger wire coming off the back of the JVC head unit. It says reverse on there, so I've got that trigger wire crimped there. So I got the gate closed now. Turn the car on. Stereo power up. Probably my only complaint about the stereo. It takes a couple seconds here to boot up.
On a Saturday afternoon, we'll hear from
so I go to reverse. It should go to the camera.
CD set that came out back
Bingo.
in April. I can't say their latest anymore because
checks
there's
around.
another
Okay,
new
whatever.
one already this year. But we'll hear one from August.
So these guidelines
in
are
about
not
15
from the
minutes.
camera. These are from
now this is new from
this head
Raina
unit.
Maria on WNKQ.
Input, rear camera, parking, and so there's an adjustment here on the guidelines. So I'll have to calibrate these. Now if I could turn those off, I can just, there's wires that come from the camera. If I cut that other loop, if I remember I showed you that blue loop, if I cut that white loop wire, but those aren't going to be adjustable. So I think I'm going to use the JVC head unit comes with these adjustable guidelines here. So I'll be doing that. So I'm going to put all this back. I got to run the RCA cable back through the trim and under the dash, and we'll be good to go.